Hey guys, it's me again, Dexter. Sometimes my car window does this thing where it'll roll down, but then it won't roll up again. And normally I can like roll it down a little bit, roll it back up. So I was trying to do that, but it never went back up. It just kept kind of going down. The only way I fixed it in the past is to have somebody pulling up on it while I'm trying to roll it up. But I don't have any friends anymore. So I'm just praying it doesn't rain. Ever again. Also, I fell down some stairs yesterday and I don't have a bruise, but it feels like I have the biggest giant bruise on the planet. It hurts to wear clothes. That's my story. So if you know me at all, you know that I'm notoriously bad at watching movies, and really anything that's longer than a 20-minute long YouTube video. I used to watch a lot of movies. I used to love movies. Me and my older sister used to go to the movies all the time, mostly because she always paid for my ticket. I still love movies. They're totally cool, like, even if they're not, like, okay, I appreciate them for their, like, artistic value, like, really artistic and beautifully shot movies and, like, good acting and soundtracks. It's all great. And I love really bad movies, too, that are just terrible and stupid and still really enjoyable. Like, I love movies, and I love TV shows, and I love cartoons. I really love all of it. I'm in a really good mood right now, which is making my love of things a little bit more extreme than normal. Normally I'm just kind of like, whatever. Okay, I'm not gonna do that again. But these days I have a really hard time sitting down and watching anything for more than 20 minutes at a time, unless it's just 15-20 minute YouTube videos. For some reason that's totally fine and easy for me to do. Movies, I'm always just like, oh, it's such a big commitment to sit down and watch 2 hours or more of a movie, and like I'll get really anxious, and not anxious but like antsy, and I won't have anything to do with my hands. Like I'll have to be knitting or playing a video game at the same time or something, and yet I cannot have the TV going as background to anything else. That bothers me because then I'll get distracted by the movie or the TV and I'll forget what I'm actually doing. So it doesn't make sense, and I pretend like it does. That's just how it is. I wish it were different, but that's just my life. I just have to make sure everything's a little bit difficult, a little bit different than everybody else. All I have to say, I don't watch a lot of movies anymore, but I would like to. So I have this great plan that of course I'm totally gonna do to watch more movies. And obviously, since it's me we're talking about, my great plan involves a book. A really giant one. 1001 movies you must watch before you die. I got this at Goodwill. It cost 50 cents. So normally it's $35. $50 in Canada. Obviously this is just a giant book of 1001 movies that you just must watch before you die. But this came out in 2003. So it's missing the past 15 years. I'm just going to start at the beginning and go through and watch them all, and I came up with this idea literally 5 minutes ago after I'd already turned the camera on, and I was sitting there being like, what the heck am I supposed to talk about? I'm going to watch the movies and then like give a little review. So it's going to be like, okay guys, I'm going to watch this movie, and then I'll watch it, and then I'll be like, come back and be like, okay, I watched this movie, this is what it was, because everyone knows I'm such a great movie critic. So that being said, the first movie that I'll be watching from 1902 is Le Voyage dans la Lune, which is of course a trip to the moon. When thinking about a trip to the moon, one's mind is quickly captured by the original and mythic idea of early filmmaking as an art whose rules were established in the very process of its production, given its length, approximately 14 minutes, as compared to the more common 2-minute short films produced at the beginning of last century. Can you imagine a 14-minute movie being the longest movie you'd ever seen, like the longest in the world? And now movies can be anywhere from like an hour and a half to 4 hours. Pretty crazy. Méliès here creates a movie that deserves a legitimate place among the milestones in world cinema history. The first true science fiction film cannot be missed by a spectator looking for the origin of these conventions that would later influence the entire genre and its most famous entries. And then you got this nice classic picture from the trip to the moon. Okay, so I just finished watching A Trip to the Moon. I had seen it before a long time ago in high school for a French class, and it was good then, it was good now. It's really cool, especially coming from like a ballet theater-y kind of background, like, and since that's kind of a lot of what he did, like there's a lot of acrobatics and the set design is like really cool and the costumes, like it's all so much, like everything is so detailed and dramatic because it's, I mean, it was one of the first of its time, so of course it was. Plus it's silent, so you gotta make up for that, and like the acting has to be like over the top, whatever, blah 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 blah. I ended up watching 2 versions, one that was totally silent and one that had music playing. I was kind of disappointed by the music version, honestly, because I kind of wanted the music to be a little bit more catered exactly to the film itself. I mean, it still added something, but it just wasn't as specific as I wanted it to be, I guess. I have one major complaint. I'm going to show you exactly what it is, too. So, right now, they're on the moon. They, are escaping from the moon people. And, you know, this beautiful, beautiful moon setting. You see the earth in the background right there. So super detailed, but then, wait. What is that? If they're on the moon, then what is that? Guys, I hate to break it to you, but I think the moon landing, I think it was a hoax. I'm pretty excited to watch the rest, like 1,000 more movies that I must watch before I die. Maybe it'll give me some incentive to live. Hopefully I'll actually do it all the way to completion. And if any of you guys want to watch the movies with me, please feel free to call me up and be like, hey, I want to watch a movie. And I'll be like, cool, this is the one we're watching next, and if you don't like it, then it sucks to be you. All my loves, you guys. All of Bruce and Palmer's love as well. Palmer's over there in the window. I don't know if you can see him very well. And Bruce is chilling on the couch. She looks so peaceful for once, and I assure you, she's not. I will see you guys in the next one, if not before.